Good to meet you on today's edition of Bystanders at Instance. Of course, the weekend was very, very interesting. That's what some person said. All right, we are here right now at Ogba and we are trying to review what we have on these two journals, Daily Sun and The Nation newspaper. Let's see what we have on their front pages. Daily Sun newspaper, 2023 Presidency. Anybody against Southeast is an enemy. Anybody against Southeast. Enemy, says Enemy-Ohaneze youth. Enemy-Ohaneze youth is saying this. Anybody against Southeast for presidency is an enemy. Indigo must build alliances with other zones. Who is saying this? Hope Uzodinma of Imo State. Indigo must build alliances with other zones, says Hope Uzodinma of Imo State. On to the next one, the major headline on the front page of this journal. Federal government talks tough on flight resumption. Federal government talks tough on flight resumption. Edo Guba. Why I am against Obaseki's choice as PDP candidates, says Afegwa. Sad story here, 21 feared dead in Benue boat mishap. 21 feared dead in Benue boat mishap. Lagos death toll rises to 7. Fidelity Bank appoints Chike Obi chairman. Fidelity Bank appoints Chike Obi chairman. On to the next one. The Nation newspaper. Was the Nation telling the Nation here at the newsstand? The major headline: 2,430 virus patients decline to show up for treatment. 2,430 virus patients decline to show up for treatment. Lagos, they fear stigmatization. That's what the Lagos state government is saying here. They fear stigmatization. You will be arrested without face mask. PTF chair attends antivirus prayers. Let's see what we have on the front page of this same journal. On top of it, Ajimobis Fidao. Ajimobis Fidao. Or your government's family disagree. Or your government family disagree. Olaniyan, I was bad. Olaniyan says he was bad. Government to avenge attack on United Nations workers. President condemns actions. That's what happened during the weekend when the Boko Haram terrorists fired at the UN workers. Okay, at this junction, we need to quickly meet our reviewers for more analysis. I'll be right back.
In 1972, Alade Market was built, a prestigious market to meet varieties of clothing and household items. 34 years later, it was very necessary to rebuild this market. By 2016, the market was demolished. A temporary site was built for the construction of a new Alade shopping complex. Today, we announce the commencement of the construction of the new Alade shopping complex, situated on the same Allen Avenue, Ikeja. It's an 8-block of 42 shops, a total of 336 shops, in a conducive environment, enough car park, and all services attendant. The sizes of the shops are from 12 square meters to 60 square meters, located at the corner piece of Allen Avenue Junction. The ground shop rent goes for 75,000 naira per square meter, while the first floor rent goes for 50,000 naira per square meter. Early subscribers enjoy a 30% discount under the fixed rental income investment, while later subscribers enjoy an instrumental payment payable within 12 months.
My position or my take in that respect, Igbo aspiring for presidential position comes year 2020, well then, of course, everybody has the right to aspire if given such opportunity, an equal opportunity. I am not against that, but which country are you aspiring? this present country that has no regard for rule of law. Look, Nigeria, whosoever demands the leadership of Nigeria under this current atmosphere, under this current configuration, can never do anything better for the masses. We need to reconfigure, we need to rejig our electoral system. We need to define, have a clear definition of what we stand for. What defines our continual existence as a people? Look at, you are talking of 2023. We still have about 3 years ahead of this dispensation. What is this dispensation doing in order to rectify some fundamental issues, especially as it borders on our electoral framework? Nobody is saying about it. The National Assembly are there. They are not trying to amend the bills. They are only distracted with other frivolities, things that are not, of course, of importance to our coexistence as a nation. So 2023 is, I mean, something that is far away. We should focus on what is on ground. Why are we like this as a people? How do we move forward? We cannot move forward. There is no country. Unfortunately, Nigeria has no future. I'm not discouraging anybody who still believes in Nigeria. Well, I believe in an entity, in a society that is decent, that is morally sound, and that opposes tenets of democracy and practice true democracy and governance of the people. But under this arrangement, it cannot work. Imagine the presidency saying that he will avenge the death of the UN workers that came down as a result of Boko Haram activity. You see, a president that is even surprised of the sporadic shooting within Aso Villa is not in time with the current realities. Of course, we could not do anything to defend the integrity of the Nigerian state, which he take an oath of allegiance to defend the people of the citizens of Nigeria and their properties. He has failed in this, primary responsibility entrusted to him by the Nigerian state. And I don't think he has anything to offer as far as, avenging for the UN workers that have come down as a result of Boko Haram activity. Of course, UN has this opportunity. It is a more clear indication that insecurity, the state of insecurity in Nigeria has gone such alarming dimension, of which they should come now and act before it is too late.
That governor of Imo State, that Supreme Court governor, stupid God governor they impose on Imo people, should not dictate for us what we have to do. We don't know him. For the first time, we don't know him to be a governor in Imo State. He did not win he did not win any election in Imo State. What he's trying to bring the Igbos together is to sell them to the north, as his father Zeke sold us to the north. As his father Zeke sold us in the north and betrayed us. This is how this person is coming to betray us. I beg, who's of the demon or whatever you call yourself, whether who's of the bad or whether who's of the good, shut up your mouth. We don't need you. You are not our governor. You are not our leader. You are not speaking for us. We don't vote for you. Please, Mr. Man, shut up your mouth wherever you are. Hear me. I came from the same Mosel with you.
Are you saying this because he's an APC member?
Whether APC or not, we don't vote for him. He was imposed on us. He can never come and tell us what to do. He's not our leader. Now, but I want to ask something. All those Igbos are clamoring for presidency of 2023. Where are we? Are we standing on Biafra or are we standing on Igbo Nigeria presidency? Why are they so full? Why should they stand in between two? If they want Biafra, let them come and say we want Biafra and go. Then if they want Nigeria, let them remain in Nigeria and suffer like Nigeria and perish like Nigeria. Are they crazy? Can you marry two husbands at the same time?
No.
Eh? Can a one woman marry two husbands at the same time? They are rogues. Look, people like Nyamodo, a criminal in Ohaneze name, a betrayer who betrayed his children, who sent the federal government to go and massacre his own children at Abia State in the name of Operation Pattern Dance. Are they our leaders? They are the one clamoring for Igbo presidency. They should remember before Igbo presidency will be there, this name Naira must surely be removed.
Of course.
Kobo must surely be removed from Nigerian world because Naira means never allow Igbo man to rule again. It's abbreviation. Never allow Igbo to rule again. It's an abbreviation. They signed it after the war. Kobo means kill Ojukwu before others. That's the meaning of Kobo. Kill Ojukwu before others. If Igbo man want to be a president, this one should be removed. Then we return back to pounds. Let the man want to deceive himself. And let me tell you reality. 2023 election, whether you like it or not, power belongs to North. It's not coming to South. Whether Yoruba, whether Igbo, whether Kalabari, whether Ibibio, whether Anang, whether Igbo man, 2023 is not coming to South. By my own understanding, power remains in the North. Power to the North. As far as the Southerners, mostly the West, have allowed them to increase the power again in 2015. Let me tell you, before power will come down to South, it will be another 36 years. I'm telling you honestly. Look at Atiku and Buhari, 2019. Atiku won the election, really. They robbed it. Atiku went silent. It's not top, it was not versus not. He swallowed it. But if in the South, you see them rising up, fighting against themselves. Igbo man, fighting for 2023 election. What have they done? From Obasanjo 8 years, they give them Senate president. Other Senate president, Igbo man wasn't able to control it. Under 8 years, Igbo man produced 5 Senate presidents. Is it how they will rule Nigeria? They are jokers. They are mediocres. They are fools. They are blind people. They don't want to understand. Mostly Igbo elites, top politicians, Ohaneze and Igbo, and some free traditional rulers. They are misleading us. One day, God will send our Messiah. And the Messiah have come. By God's grace, the Messiah will succeed. I believe in Nnamdi Kanu ideology. But let there be no war. But I believe in his ideology. I believe in the ideology of Ojukwu. Although Ojukwu fight with war. But let God help Nnamdi Kanu to succeed without gun. So that we can still mingle with Nigeria as a neighboring country. But as Nigeria is this now, let me tell you, Igbo man is not going anywhere.
Looking at the 2023 election, and looking at the different geographical zones that make up the country, actually you have 3 major ethnic groups: the Hausa, the Igbo, and the Yoruba. Now, you look at what does the Constitution say about the presidency? Who should contest? By virtue of the Constitution, anybody that is schooled up to secondary school level is eligible to contest. And the Constitution do not recognize zoning. So whether the Ohaneze and Igbo, whether the governor of Imo State, in the person of Obuzodimma, nobody have the constitutional power or right to say everybody must support a particular zone or a particular geographical or a particular candidate from a particular geographical zone. But the issue is, looking at Igbo presidency, I think it's long overdue. But for Igbo to get that presidency, actually, the Igbo presidency is long overdue. But for Igbo to get that presidency in 2023, it's going to be a Herculean task. Since independence up to now, the Igbos have not tested that position. That's the truth. And in fairness to the Igbo, I think this would have been an ample opportunity for Nigeria as an entity to heal the wound of civil war by every other ethnic group conceding to the Igbo by understanding, not because somebody is coercing anybody, not because somebody is threatening anybody, not because it is a right. Because normally in our constitution, in our democracy, in fairness to other people who are contesting for that position, every person have his right to aspire to that office. But what I'm saying is, for me, I think Nigerians and the other two major ethnic groups, I mean the Yorubas and the Hausas, I'm pleading to them that they should give an Igbo man opportunity to rule, to heal the wounds of the war. Because the injustice that has been meted to the Igbos before, during, and after the war is still very much inherent in the mind of the Igbos. And until they have that sense of belonging, you cannot remove that ill feeling. And such ill feeling can be removed by ceding this lofty position to them. Because once you have an Igbo president, I tell you that the agitation about Biafra will die down. You are seeing more of this agitation because the Igbos do not have sense of belonging. Look at the current dispensation. You see how most of the sectors is skewed against them. So it gives room for agitation. That notwithstanding, like I said earlier on, everybody have right to aspire. But as you aspire, there is that sense of responsibility, that sense of humility that will make you understand that look at our constitution. There is federal character. We equally have federal character commission. I'm not saying the constitution to that extent allows zoning or rotational presidency. But in the spirit of that constitution that recognizes that there is need for geographical spread of positions, let other ethnic groups see reason to allow an Igbo man aspire to that position, so that at the end of the day we may see an end to this agitation. Because if we continue in this manner, perhaps an Hausa man wins in 2023. We are going to see more of the agitation for Biafra. If a Yoruba man wins, we are going to see more of the agitation in 2023 going forward. But if an Igbo man wins, the agitation will die down. I do not agree with you. I will tell you reasons I say I do not agree with you. Igbo man becoming the president doesn't mean that he's going to vulcanize Nigeria, divide Nigeria, make Nigeria to secede. I do not believe. I'll give you an instance. When Jonathan was the president, for the first time in Nigerian history, he made an Igbo man the chief of army staff in the person of Ihejirika. Now, if he has sway as the chief of army staff for like 2-3 years, he did not abuse that power to the extent of seizing power. I don't think an Igbo man will do it. And what I'm saying is, if you want to, there are so many Igbos that believe in Nigeria as an entity. I've listened to Mr. Okpara criticize Mr. Zik. He doesn't even believe that Zik is an Igbo man. Perhaps because Zik was a nationalist, a pro-Nigeria, more than an ethnic person as an Igbo, or more than a Yoruba man would be an Yoruba man, more than an Hausa man would be an Hausa man. So if Zik, far back then, could be seen as a nationalist and could exhibit that character of a nationalist, I still believe that there are some Igbos who still have that disposition, who, when given that opportunity to rule Nigeria, will not divide Nigeria. Of course, there are many of them that will have that nationality tendency, that Nigeria as an entity, that want to protect it. And not against anybody agitating for Biafra, agitating for Duduwa Republic, Arewa Republic, and not against it. But anything you do it within the ambits of the law. And if it is not forthcoming, perhaps because of some challenges, And Nigeria is the recognized entity of a nation, as a nation we have. Still confine yourself to the rule of law in that Nigeria as an entity. Until otherwise, if there is another nation. But for now, Nigeria is what we have as an entity. Thank you very much.
I call fellow Nigerians, according to the Constitution, according to landmass, but not according to brotherhood. Because in brotherhood, Nigeria lacks it. We see our brothers in Igbo land or the southeast as top-class citizens, which is unfair. If we look back from 1999 to date, democracy is 20 years to 21 years. No Igbo man have ascended the throne of presidency. And we are calling ourselves one Nigeria. In one Nigeria, power should rotate. It is not a crime. I don't see the crime a man commits not to rule in a place he has dominant population. We need, in this country, we need to see ourselves as one and help one another. In a case where you pick, where some people tell you, Jonathan has ruled in Igbo. Jonathan, for information, is from a Jaw-speaking nation, not Igbo. We are talking of 5 eastern states. The first and the last Igbo man to rule Nigeria as a military officer is Agui Ironsi. Since 1966, July, till today, no Igbo man has crossed that place. I'm not unfortunate. I know that the civil war is over 40 years or 50 years now, over 40 years. And privilege or opportunity should be granted to the Eastern Nigeria to avoid disunity among us. I believe what will unite this country is not just presidency, but restructuring, constitutional amendments, regional government, and one of those who is against presidential system of government. I think I support parliamentary system of government, where the center will be weak and the region will be strong. Let all politicians go out to their region, go and develop their region, build their region, and send a little token to the federal, hereby making the presidency weak and less competitive. We don't need a whereby we need to keep people to become presidents. When we go to regional governments, you see Nigeria become a better country. Because this presidency, I don't see any development that the presidential system of government is bringing. The military do better than the civilian, to my own best of knowledge. But if we go to regional system of government or presidential parliamentary system of government, I believe Nigeria will find a way out of their problem.
Igbo Empire, right from beginning, if it comes to this point, they will fail at the end. Just in a small minute, they will fail. The Hausas and the Yorubas know how to play them skill in politics because they know what they like. They know their backbone, how to break it. Understand me? Right from beginning, these two tribes know how to play ball, break their backbone when it comes to politics. Yes, because they know what they like. And they hit him in that target, boom, they fall. You get my point? So that is why this thing, as you see 2023 book and never print. It could be just nothing. Bet and see. And if I tell you something, mark it, keep. Bet and see. Yoruba will come out with what? With concrete one man and what? Put power to it. Hausa will come in with concrete one man. Put power for it. But Igbo man will come and scatter.
What's the problem?
The problem is that there's a problem inside them they don't know. Problem inside them they don't know. Yes, they don't know. And until they kill that problem, they can never rule Nigeria. There's problem inside Igbo people, but Igbo don't know. Yes, I know the problem. But until they kill that problem, before they can what? They can come over Nigeria and rule the nation. You see 2023 now. Mark today keep and mark what I said. That Igbo will fail that thing. It will be nothing. They will start to fight each other. Nothing works. Even forming an alliance, they can't form it. Because they don't rule, they don't give respect to their elders who can give them the idea to form it. That's the problem that's going to kill them. This one will come out, and see the elder who get wisdom. That you know where shoe very well. You go knock them out. Where wisdom do you get? It's a problem there. That is it. They're not submitting. They are what? All of them are Pelewinko, Abcap. All people are Pelewinko. Pelewinko, no matter how small, it's Abcap. You know, Sam? You know, Sam? If you remove them, no matter how small, you have cap. That's the man for you. So you can never submit to have alliance to form a forum. You must look at this one. Meshonu, this one Meshonu, because he has money. And that what? Those with some will do what? So that is where it comes to what? This thing can never work. May they try, may they see whether, may we see whether it can work. It can never work. I am the one that talking. It can never work. You are journalists. Mark today, keep today date. Whether this can work in 2023. They will fall would be. And now start the cry for Biafra again. When they fall, they start the cry to Biafra. They don't want anything. Listen, Igbo man want nothing. What he wants, open border for him to do business. If you do business, everything die. Biafra, you no go talk. Come you no go talk. You do business. When border close, they talk. They talk. When border open, they do business. They do business. You understand me? So you don't need anything. All what they make noise, he won't bother to open. And the border is exposed, boom. They import whatever they want to import. They do business and forget about government, forget about Biafra, forget about everything. That's Yoruba Igbo man for you. Nothing like vision. Vision is business. Your vision is business. I cannot make my business. Why can I pull my shop? Can I load my shop? Can I fill my shop for goods? When they don't see that, they make noise. When they see it, and it's okay, they know.
What advice I want to give to the Igbos, because if Igbos want to succeed, become a president of this nation, Igbos are easily deceived in politics, because they will bring, when you see a northern man, there is no time that they want to do election that the northern will not support one candidate. But wait and see what will happen in 2022 when they will be preparing for the election. You see, only Southeast can bring out 5 people to contest. Different parties will bring them to cause confusion, and they'll begin to fight themselves. Let the Igbos, let the Easterners open their eye and know what they want to gain and know what they are fighting to get. Because if they keep on allowing somebody to deceive them, they can't achieve their aim. They can't achieve the aim of being the president of this country. You understand? Because this country, this present government have failed. Yesterday I heard a helicopter, Boko Haram shoot United Nations helicopter down in this country. That's what I'm saying. Yesterday, Boko Haram shoot down a UN helicopter down. Those are the people that come from another place to help the people in IGP. But the same terrorists bring down their plane and wound almost 2 people. That is the news we get. And the government have not yet said anything about it. All what they are after discussing today is about how money will come to them, how they will eat our money, how they will treat Nigeria as a coward. Let the government look to the issue of insecurity. Because insecurity is worse in every day. Insecurity have turned to orders of the day in this country. The terrorists, the Iflanis terrorists are walking free on the road. What is going on? If they know that the country will not exist again, they should tell us. Let us know that there is no country in this place. And they are putting the life of some of our family that are in military, some of our family that are in police force. Their life is in danger. And the government, most of them know what is happening. They know what is happening in that place where the Boko Haram and the S-men, the government know what is happening. They know where the people came from. They know where they are going. Let the government rise up. And Igbos, if you people want to succeed for president in 2023, don't allow any tribe to deceive you. Because if they deceive you, you come like, you see, Hausa man want to contest for president, they will only support one candidate. But Igbo will begin to support 5. They will bring 5 people. Instead they will begin to die. This one is from Enugu, this one is for Imo, this one is for Abia. Be wise. If you don't wise, you are on your own.
I just had the topic we're discussing this morning. A lot of people said the Igbos
becoming the next, president of this country. All right, it is a topic I love most because, when you look at Nigeria, a lot of people don't know what is happening in this country. But I know what is happening. Unfortunately for so many people, they don't have the brain. Now let me tell you, come 2023, Igbos are talking, Yorubas are talking, Hausas are talking, who is going to rule, who is going... But let me tell you the candid truth. I know the politics they want to play. In case you don't know, Ojuzo Kanu is the next president of this country. Please, go and mark it. I have a reason. I said it with a point, and I have a reason why I said it. Listen, do you know that Ojuzo Kanu came out of prison was not because Igbo man supported him. The Hausas brought Ojuzo Kanu from the prison. That's the truth. Ojuzo Kanu, his mother somehow is related to the Hausas. His mother is from Hausa. And so he himself, he deals and relates with the Hausas. And the Hausas have tipped Ojuzo Kanu to become the next president of this country. But they don't want to show the color now. They don't want to show it out. They are just doing it codedly because they want Ojuzo Kanu to be there. Now listen, talking of betrayal, I love this man called himself Tinubu. The guy doesn't have thinking cap, he doesn't have the brain, and he doesn't have the ideas. I love him sometimes. How would you say you want to rule Nigeria? You think Nigeria is Lagos? You think Nigeria is Lagos where you dictate, where you do anything anyhow? You can only do that in Lagos, but not in Nigeria. Nigeria is more sensible than you. Imagine Tinubu coming to say he wants to become the president of Nigeria. Even the Yorubas themselves, they are going to be against Tinubu. So what I want to say is that when you look at this issue now, you look at it from my own perspective. I don't know, I'm not talking about your own view. This is all about my view. It is not your own view. My own view, the way I see it, Dr. Ojuzo Kanu, though I don't support Dr. Ojuzo Kanu, for some of you that are hearing my voice, it is not the guy, it is not as if the guy is a good guy or anything, no. But the truth is, when it comes to, we picking Igbo leader, or rather, when it comes to Eastern people ruling Nigeria, I think Ojuzo Kanu has been picked by the North as some certain people. So definitely, Ojuzo Kanu is going to rule this country. But, I keep saying something. Some people said power is going back to the North. I'm not joking about it. If power goes back to North, I repeat, I may start war in this country. The North has ruled us now. Why should power go back to them? Are we fools or what? Let me watch Nigerians. Let me see if we are fools in this country. Who are the Northerners? Are they mad? Listen, I don't want to use abusive language, please. What I'm trying to say is that I know very well that the power is not going back to the North, and we all know very well that the power is not going back.
Okay, and here we say goodbye to you on today's edition of Bystanders at East End. Of course, you've heard a lot from our viewers. Very interesting one. Very intelligent reviewers at East End today. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Of course, the man behind the camera is Festus Oluwabukumi. You can follow us on our Instagram handle, on Twitter, Facebook, and other social media handles. And you can join me on Facebook, Michael Temitayo Adekunle, and on Instagram, Adekunle Michael Temitayo. Till I join you on this same channel. Keep staying safe. Bye, everyone.